Why do we experience déjà vu? The science behind this strange brain glitch. Have you ever walked into a place, heard a conversation, or met someone for the first time and felt like you've been there before? It's that eerie moment when reality glitches for a second and your brain insists that this has already happened, but you know it hasn't. That's called déjà vu, and it's one of the most mysterious phenomena of the human mind. Some say it's a sign from a past life, others believe it's proof of parallel universes, and some think it's just a glitch in the brain. So what's really going on? Let's unravel the science behind déjà vu and discover why our brains sometimes play tricks on us. What is déjà vu? Déjà vu, a French phrase meaning already seen, is that unsettling feeling of familiarity with something that should be completely new. You walk into a building, and something just feels off, like you remember it, but you've never been here before. You're not alone. Studies show that 60 to 80% of people experience déjà vu at least once in their lifetime. It's so common that scientists classify it as a cognitive illusion, a false feeling of memory, rather than a real memory itself. Who experiences déjà vu the most? Turns out, déjà vu isn't random, it actually happens more often to certain people. Déjà vu is most common in young adults between the ages of 15 and 25. Why? Because their brains are still developing the way they process and recall memories. It's also more frequent in frequent travelers, creative thinkers, and people who experience high stress or fatigue. And here's something interesting. People who watch a lot of sci-fi or fantasy report déjà vu more often. Maybe it's because their brains are used to processing unusual experiences. Where in the brain does déjà vu happen? Déjà vu is not magic, it's happening inside your brain. Scientists believe déjà vu originates in the temporal lobe, the part of the brain responsible for memory and recognition. Inside the temporal lobe, there's a structure called the hippocampus, which helps process and store memories. Some studies suggest déjà vu happens when the brain accidentally triggers a false memory signal. Essentially, it thinks a current experience is a past memory. When does déjà vu happen? So what triggers déjà vu? While we can't predict exactly when it'll happen, we do know certain conditions make it more likely. It's more common when people are tired, stressed, or overwhelmed with information. It also happens when traveling to new places, especially if the surroundings subconsciously remind you of somewhere else. Ever walked down a street and felt like you've been there before, even though it's your first time? That's your brain detecting similarities with past places you've seen, maybe even just in a movie. Why does déjà vu happen? So why does déjà vu happen? Scientists have several competing theories. Memory recognition error. Sometimes, your brain retrieves a similar past memory and falsely links it to the present moment. Neural transmission delay. The brain processes information at different speeds. If one part of your brain registers an event slightly before another, it creates the illusion of repetition. While none of these theories explain déjà vu perfectly, they suggest it's likely a minor glitch in how the brain processes and recalls memories. Fun facts about déjà vu. There's more than just déjà vu. There's also jamais vu, when familiar things suddenly feel strange, and presque vu, the tip of the tongue feeling. Some scientists believe déjà vu could be the brain's way of predicting the future based on past experiences. People who watch a lot of fantasy or sci-fi report déjà vu more frequently, maybe because their brains are used to unusual experiences. Some researchers speculate that déjà vu might be a brief overlap between parallel universes. There's a rare condition called chronic déjà vu, where people experience it so often that they struggle to tell real memories from false ones. So, is déjà vu just a brain glitch, or is there something more mysterious going on? The truth is, we still don't have all the answers, but what we do know is that déjà vu is one of the most fascinating quirks of the human brain. Now, here's the big question. Have you ever had a strange déjà vu experience? Share your story in the comments below. And if you love diving into the mysteries of the mind, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a brain-bending episode from Neural Net Academy. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.